This is a walk-around video of the new Bale King 5400 processor from Bridgeview. In the start of the video, I'll be talking about the new features of this model and what differentiates it from prior models, and then later on I'll be talking about the standard features of it. The 5400 is our standard model. It's a twin bale roller design. It's got a capacity of 2 round 6-foot diameter bales, although you can upgrade it to 3 bale with our optional 3 bale kit. It is right-hand discharge, and this particular model is loaded with all the options. It's got our 3 bale kit, our grain tank kit, fine chop, and then our new rotary straw assist kit. The 5400 looks similar to previous models, but there's about 5 major standout features that make it worth looking at. The first being accessibility to the rotor for twine removal, the second being the rotor itself, third is all new tub geometry, fourth is our optional rotary straw assist kit, and fifth is longer fork times. So we know that removing twine or net off the rotor is one of the least liked jobs of running a bale processor. On the 5400, we've gone through fairly great lengths to try to minimize the hassle of that, and our method is improving accessibility to the rotor. The ways we did that was, first we narrowed the frame up by about 1 foot in front of the back tire all the way through the rotor area. This just takes the reach out of it so the rotor is right there when you're underneath the machine. Secondly, we increased the vertical distance between the bottom tub panel and the black pipe here that supports the hoop grate. And that, it just creates a wider opening. The rotor, when you're down here, the rotor is right there. There's no reach to it at all. It's about as simple as it can be. The rotor is, of course, our Bale King exclusive X-rotor. The X-rotor has been around for years. It's got several benefits. Notably, when twine or net wraps around it, it creates a pocket underneath, which gives you room to work with a knife or whatever means you want to cut net off. The second benefit is that the flails have more room to swing back under load, which it reduces backslap and just creates a quieter rotor. And the third is that the X creates a fan effect, which gives you more wind for blowing straw long distance. This particular rotor is new for the 5400. It's the same overall diameter as earlier models, but the X is a larger diameter and the flails are shorter. This does two things. The larger X is stiffer and stronger than the previous model, and the shorter flails help to reduce vibration. These flails are spring steel flails, which they're hard and they do a good job of keeping their edge. The 5400 has all new tub geometry compared to prior models, and what we're trying to do is just improve overall bale rotation. We want to try to get the bale rolling in one direction as much as possible throughout the entire bale and limit the amount of times reversing is required. The bale naturally wants to turn clockwise as viewed from the rear of the processor, and that's due to the direction the rotor is turning. Basically, any fluff that ends up on the left-hand side of the machine here can't be cleared until you reverse. So what we've done, we've shifted the entire processing body to the right relative to the rotor. And that just pushes everything to the left-hand side so that as the rollers are turning, they're pulling material into the rotor rather than pushing material away from it. This processing tub features smooth, steep sidewalls down onto the bale rollers, which provides very smooth, quick clean out at the end of the bale. The bale rollers themselves feature 4 rows of wide paddles. The paddles provide lots of traction for manipulating the bales, but they don't require much horsepower to turn, and they're not prone to wrapping and stalling. Rotary straw bales are infamous for being difficult to work with. Like wheat straw baled on a hot, dry day through a rotary combine, it's short, it's slippery, and a net wrap baler will hold them together, but as soon as the net's cut, they just pop open and expand, and they're a ball of fluff. When a rotary straw bale goes through a processor, once the net's cut, lots of bales will just clamshell open from the top and bridge on the sidewalls. When the next bale, the top will stay together and the bottom will fall out. The core will drop right through the bottom through the rotor, and the rest of the bale isn't even sitting on the bale rollers, so they've got nothing to grip. The rotary straw kit is just an extra tool to help you deal with those exceptionally difficult bales. What you do is you raise the straw kit right to the top, and this lifts about a quarter of the bale out of the way, creating more room in the tub for the rest to go through. So you'll process the remaining part of the bale, lower the straw kit, clean the tub out, and you're good to go for the next bale. The straw kit's it's an inexpensive option, and it can be added at any time to suit your needs. Okay, on the 5400, we've lengthened the fork tines by another 5 inches just for a little more security with the bale. It's especially helpful if you're loading downhill or even just picking like the last bale of the stack. We've also, in the fork pivot area, we've added a ramp and a sweeper under the pivot point, which just helps keep that area cleaner from straw or ice or snow buildup. Okay, moving on to the front of the machine, we'll just start talking about some standard features. We've got a cast hitch, adjustable in height, which just helps you keep your forks level. There is an optional clevis insert if you need that for a straight drawbar tractor. Safety chain standard, as well as road lights. We run 1000 RPM driveline, CV on the front, shear bolt protection on the back, and it's nice and level for prolonged driveline life. Driveline goes into the gearbox for right-hand discharge. The right-hand discharge just puts the output on the same side as your tractor controls just for comfort and convenience. As I said earlier, it's a twin bale roller design. The bale rollers are direct drive off the hydraulic motors. It's a low maintenance system. There's not very many moving parts, and it's just built to last for years. The valve block in the middle provides both flow and pressure protection for the motors. Most new tractors can put out more pressure than the motors are rated for, so this just provides extra protection for the motors. Up here on the hose holder is adjustable. We've added more travel to it for this year, but it gives you options just to keep the PTO or keep the hoses off the PTO shaft. Up here we run a screen on the lower part of the front rack for material containment. We do like to leave the top corners open. The tractor mirrors look right through that area, so by leaving those open, you've got just much better visibility on the road for what's behind you. Down here we've got it's the overall machine aggression adjustment. It's got lots of travel, one-handed design, and it's right on the same side as your tractor door. So by raising the slug bar grate up or down over the rotor, you can control the aggression for what might be like a dry hay bale or straw bale, or raise them up for less flail protrusion for like a silage bale. Down here is the fine chop adjustment. Fine chop is an optional kit. The 5400 has a revised handle on it just for more positive engagement. Okay, this machine's got our optional total ration grain tank kit on it. This kit can be added at any time, and it's used for delivering grain or pellets to your cows. The tank is about 40 bushels. We've got a large lid with a low access point on it. We run large augers in it. It's a 6-inch output auger, and it's built for grains, pellets, or cubes, cakes, whatever. It's built to handle it all. The augers are hydraulic drive, and the output is at the back end of the main deflector, so it's meant to top dress grain onto your windrow. The hydraulic drive, though, it gives you full options, like full flexibility. You can either top dress your windrow, you can dispense grain into bunks, or you can just dump it into piles out in the pasture. It's up to you. You can do it from a stop. It's not ground driven. You're just in full control. We do include a flow control valve standard, whether your tractor has good working flow control or not. And there is also a check valve in the system to prevent you from running the augers backwards. Okay, down here we run large, there's 16.5, 16.1 flotation tires. Just helps you keep the machine up and out of the muck. Looking back here, this machine's outfitted with our optional 3-bale kit. The 3-bale kit, it's exclusive to Bale King, and it's just a great kit. Whether you're just handling lots of bales per day, or whether you've got a long distance to your cows, it saves a lot of miles. It saves opening and closing gates. Nice thing is, it's simple, reliable, inexpensive, and it can be added at any time. It doesn't add any length to the machine at all. It just fits on a standard machine. So you maintain all the maneuverability of your standard 2-bale processor. The way it works, you load the first bale in the tub, load the second one. What I do is raise it all the way to the top until the second bale starts sliding down into the tub. Once it hits the bale in, you lower it slightly just to relieve a little pressure, clamp it, and then go grab your third bale. The loading fork, you can see, is tapered, and that is the purpose of that is compatibility with the 3-bale kit. There's also there's a safety device on the 3-bale kit, which is this lock valve. These the 3-bale arms are mounted on a rock shaft, like it's a rubber Torflex rock shaft. And what that valve does is anything that might cause upward pressure on the arms. For example, if you try raising the bale fork before releasing the clamps, it'll only roll up so much, and then the hydraulics will lock out and prevent you from damaging the 3-bale arms. So it's just dead simple, reliable, works every time. Coming down into this area, we do have an optional backup camera kit where the backup camera just fits right between the forks. It gives you a perfect view when you're loading bales. It's a highly recommended option, especially with the 3-bale kit. If you load 2 bales on the machine and then you have to switch stacks and go pick up a different bale from a different stack, it can be hard to see. Your mirrors don't show you the whole story, but that camera just puts it right in front of you, and you never miss. You get the bale every time. Looking between here, the bale lifting cylinders are all on pilot operated check valves. So they're hydraulically locked up for safety until there's hydraulic pressure applied to put them down. Okay, coming back here, we can see the discharge auger of the TR grain tank. Dumps right on the middle of the windrow, and like I said, it just gives you the options and flexibility to dispense grain how you want. Okay, moving forward to the main deflector. The deflector is dual purpose. With the rubber flipped up on top like that, it creates a smooth underside, and that's for precise aiming of straw for bedding purposes. Whether you have to blow it into a calf shed or something like that, with the rubber up, we've got a nice curvature to the bottom, and it gives you just perfect control of where you place that bedding. With the rubber down, and it locks up front, this is how you put it for windrowing your straw. Coming back underneath the machine, this machine's also outfitted with our fine chop kit. It's a 3-position fine chop. There's fully disengaged, half engaged, and fully engaged. When they're fully engaged, the flails swipe between them, and it does a good job of shortening straw, like oat straw or like long coarse straw, just for improved digestibility for your cows. Okay, as you can see, we've got twine guards on all the main surfaces, both ends of the rotor, both ends of the bale rollers, and the axles themselves also have twine guards in them. Okay, coming back out front, you can see the straw assist kit on the outside. It's actuated by this hydraulic cylinder. Down here is the deflector cylinder, and then we have multiple hydraulic options available for every different tractor, whether you've got like a 2-remote tractor, 3 remotes, or 4 remotes to work with. We've generally got a kit that will suit your needs. And that valve block, it's another pilot operated check valve for the main deflector, which it requires hydraulic pressure to lower it, so when you put the machine in the shed overnight, the deflector doesn't creep down on you. And down here we've got a little rest for the PTO shaft, so just keeps it off the ground when it's parked. And finally, all Bale Kings are blasted and powder coated with an ultra durable powder. It's very abrasion resistant and UV resistant, so it'll keep your machine looking great for years. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope I've been able to answer all your questions, but if you have more, by all means, give one of our dealers a call. Our dealers are listed on our website at www.bridgeviewmanufacturing.com, or give us a call or send us an email, and we'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.